Hey, welcome back to Union Weekly. I'm Xander.
I'm Haley.
I'm Mr. S.
This week we have our brand new principal, Mrs. Holden, on.
Hi, everyone.
Let's get started. Hey, Mrs. Holden.
Hey, Xander. How are you today?
Good.
Good. Thanks for inviting me to the podcast.
Yeah. Mr. S, Haley, how you guys doing too? You guys doing good?
I'm alive.
Yeah, I'm tired too.
To Monday. Well, we appreciate you coming out. I don't know if you're here today or not with teachers or...
Just been popping in and out of Union, trying to get a feel for the school and meet lots of people. So just a little bit today.
I don't know if you guys saw today, but they installed the new logo on the side.
Yeah.
Looks creepy.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
So, Mrs. Holden, tell us a little bit about your background in education.
Oh, yeah. How long do you have? No. This is my 24th year in education. So I was thinking as I was getting ready for this podcast, all the different mascots I've been. So started out in Granite School District and worked at Westlake Junior High. So I was a Mustang and then a Hunter High Wolverine, taught at Hunter High School as well.
Good school.
Yeah, really good school. Good offerings of sports and football and basketball. And then worked in Granite School District offices for a little while, supporting brand new teachers and special educators. And then I kind of thought I was done with education and pursued some other business things and raised my kids. And then when Canyons became a school district, someone reached out to me and said, "Hey, are you ready to come back?" And so I gave it a try. So I've been in Canyons since the beginning, and right now I'm at Bella Vista Elementary, a Bella Vista Tiger, and I'm super excited to be a Union Middle School Bobcat next year.
Oh.
Yeah, go Bobcats. What encouraged you to want to make the move from elementary to middle school?
Yeah, well, most of my teaching background is in middle school and high school. And so when I worked in Canyons, I also worked in the district office. I didn't really go into admin for a while. I wanted to, but had prioritized kind of spending time with my children and my family. And so when I decided to become an administrator, an opening at Glacier Hills Elementary came open and they appointed me there. And I thought, why not? Give it a try. I love schools, love to learn, love to be challenged. And then was moved to Bella Vista, and I guess I'm needed here. So super excited to be back in middle school.
Nice. Is it like it's just interesting. It's like, do you think it's a big change?
I think it's a big change just because I expected to be at elementary for a little while. But I am super excited to be back in middle school. I love the teaming model. I just love 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. I love all of the things that they're learning and developing and growing. And so it will be a big change, but I'm excited for it.
Nice.
Do you have like a favorite group of students? Because right now, to me, it sounds like it's middle schoolers right now.
Yeah, I mean, there's something really cool about middle school students. I don't know. I just think it's a time where you're figuring out who you are, what your interests are, what you want to be when you grow up, I guess. And so I think middle school is a great, supportive, positive place to be, to learn that before you get so serious in high school.
So, on a note separate from like the student's point of view, I'm working on my master's currently in administration. So, what is your favorite thing about being an administrator?
Oh, you know what? I think my most favorite thing about being a school administrator is building relationships and a culture. So I'm so excited to come to Union. It's been a community and a school that's been around for like 50 plus years, right? Union 55. Okay. See, I'm learning. I love this. And so coming into a really strong culture that already exists, I love that. I think that's so important. People call them the soft skills, right? Those soft skills in life that we need to learn about. Building relationships, getting along, and then we can build such strong academics and behaviors and programs at Union.
For sure.
Yeah, I would say Union's already got a pretty strong base, like you said, and it's been around for a while, and now this move into the new building is definitely a good opportunity to build new traditions.
Yeah, I think we're expanding too. I know I was talking to Xander not long ago, and talking to Mr. Cap, whose class that you're kind of missing right now. But Mr. Cap has all these cool ideas about different clubs. He wants, I mean, he already does a lot, but, and we're just talking about, oh, that would be fun, and that would be fun. And so, yes, we have this tradition, but it doesn't mean it can't grow and expand.
Yeah. And I think we're in a good opportunity to grow right now. Like, yeah, there'll be, from what I've heard right now, more club offerings next year, which is cool.
Yeah. It's amazing what the environment and the space, I mean, this building is beautiful, right?
Oh, yeah, it's really cool.
And there's so many unique learning opportunities and ways to learn here. And so expanding on what already exists and just making it even better and building collaboration and project-based learning and all the different STEAM ideas that the science department has, I think there's a lot of great opportunity.
He's roped me into one that is weird, kind of, for me. It's math based, and if you know me, I can't stand math. I'm just not good at it.
Yet.
But
not good at it
not
yet.
good at it yet. But the one that he's kind of roped me into because of my love for sports and stuff, he wants to create like a Moneyball club and base our learning of statistics with these kids based off of fantasy football, fantasy basketball, fantasy baseball, based off of that Moneyball movie, that Moneyball book. And so he's kind of roped me into that. So I'm a little excited to jump in, I guess, to the math world a little bit.
Yeah, that's going to be a great opportunity.
Yeah.
Help Miss Greenhall can help you. You can get tutoring.
Yeah. Oh, I think I'm good on the math.
Mrs. Holden, do you have any goals for Union or anything you want to bring here?
Yeah, I mean, I think my first goal is I've been meeting with students and teachers one-on-one and just really getting to know everybody. I want to make sure that I come in knowing and honoring everything that's been happening. So that's one of the most important goals I have, is just learning as much as I can about Union. I think my second one is just building on the culture, like I said, right? Like empowering the educators, the amazing educators that are in this building, empowering them to be able to innovate and step outside and create some new learning opportunities, and also empowering students, right? Like everyone has their place in our community, and making sure that everyone has a voice and a choice and to be part of that community and to build it and make it what it needs to be.
Yeah.
Speaking of culture, did you go to the multicultural night?
Yes. Did you guys go? I saw a few
I
people
wasn't
there.
able to make it that night, but
Wow.
My favorite part was Claudia's singing.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
oh, he sang.
Oh yeah, he did it amazing. It was like it felt like a long song though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
I was blown away by just all of the different opportunities that were there to celebrate and honor all of the different cultures that make up Union, and all of the outside performers, the delicious tacos. There were some fun
So good.
crafts and things that you could do, as well as all the student presentations. So yeah, it was amazing.
I talked to Miss Dimitri and told her that next year I might have some Polynesian dancers for her, because I know a group of people that do Polynesian dance.
Yeah.
So I told her, hey, let me know ahead of time and I can try and get them to come.
Love that. I think now that that's happened, we can start building on that, and it would be great to just have performances running nonstop. Everyone loved their performances.
That's awesome.
So yeah, it was
You guys should do a talent show next year.
great. Tell me more about that. Why?
So, I think it'd be fun to do a talent show because, first off, I feel like a lot of schools do talent shows because I've been to other middle schools, and it seems like whenever I'm there, they always have posters, talent show this day and XYZ. So I think it'd be cool if Union had a talent show, because it would just be cool to show off everyone's different talents.
Yeah, I love that. Well, and we know that the auditorium's finally going to be finished, right? And
Yay.
I know everyone's looking forward to having that finished and being able to be in there and be able to do that. And I think that would be a great way to kick off, having that new space and celebrating everybody's talents. I love that idea.
Even like what you said before, just having nonstop performances is just cool, because then it makes this even more of a community hub for friends, family, and just everyone to come to Union.
Yeah. And we have such great, so many other great programs that are happening. Like I know that the theater department got really creative with how to do the musical this year, spread around the building,
that's
right?
pretty
You
cool.
guys were a part of that, and some of the advanced theater performances and just the creativity. And now that we'll be able to move into that bigger space and continue to celebrate, that would be great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got anything, Mr. S?
No.
Haley?
Do you have a favorite subject?
Do I have a favorite subject?
I was going to ask that.
I don't want to get in trouble by picking one, but I love English and taught English in high school. And so English reading is really a passion of mine. And then being able to express myself in writing. So I'm going to lean a little bit towards English to do that. But I also have this was a long time ago, and maybe I'll be part of the talent show, but I do have a teaching minor in dance.
Ooh,
So there is
we
some
go.
dance in there that maybe we could get brave and
I'm going to need to
orbit.
come back to see this.
Maybe we can talk some other teachers into sharing our
Mr.
talents.
S, you
I don't dance. I think there's a song in High School Musical about not dancing, and that's
Yep,
me.
you're going to be doing
Yeah.
that.
No,
We're going to force you into doing
No, I will be sick that day.
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. I think it's hard to pick a favorite. I'm kind of one of those people, if you ask me what my favorite food or my favorite color, like it kind of depends on my mood, right? And like where I'm sitting and do that. But that's also what I love about middle school is that you don't have to decide what your favorite is right now. You get to explore and learn and grow. And so that's
That's
how
why-
I feel about favorites.
I also think it makes middle school amazing is it's a time you can explore as you can take these classes that don't affect your your record for colleges, but it's still like you can try it. I'm like, oh, okay, I see if I like this or not, and just a good opportunity to explore.
Yeah.
So this even in college takes some fun stuff too. I took some interesting classes that I'm like, okay, that was fun. I don't want to go into it, but
Like what?
oh jeez. Oh, okay. So I mean, this is kind of part of what my major later became. So I started out as a PE major, but I had to take like some culture classes. So I'm like, I'm going to take cultural anthropology. And I had to try to convince myself I was Indiana Jones in order to get through the class. Because, that's what Indy is. I mean, he's a cultural anthropologist and historian. So that was fun. I ended up then switching to history not long after. That was an interesting class. What else? Oh, so I had to take an arts class. And there are only so many that I could take. And the movie appreciation class was already full. So I switched to music. And I'm not a musician in the least bit, but I gained a greater appreciation for the classical music of Chopin and Mozart. Because of that class, I actually, whenever I study or actually plan y'all's lessons, I'm listening to classical music. So
Nice.
I love that.
yeah,
I love
so
that.
I just explored in college. I mean, I had to take certain classes. I took a Roman class where the whole, like half of the class, you had to play a video game that was created by the students in the graphic arts department at the school. It wasn't a good video game, but I mean,
Still
it
sounds really
was
cool.
It was definitely an interesting style of teaching and I guess learning about Rome. So
Yeah. I think that's important to explore. We live in a global society, right, with technology and the way that we can connect to things. And so what learning looked like in junior high and middle school for me looks totally different now because the world has changed and we have so many opportunities. And so I just love that we can take advantage of those opportunities and that we can find the things that bring us joy or the things that are like, that was all right. And then we can move on and participate in the things that we like and make a contribution.
absolutely.
Huh. Do you have anything else that you want parents, students, or anyone to know?
Yeah, I think I have an open door policy. I'm big on transparency and being clear and communicating. So I love your idea of the talent show. Like I love people sharing ideas with me and thoughts. And so if anything, I would want people to know that I would love to hear from them of what they expect of me and what I can continue to carry on and build at Union to do that. I also want them to know that I want Union to be a safe place to be for everyone and that we're going to create that by our culture and empowering excellence, no matter what that looks like for everyone. So I think those are kind of my two big goals, and then just learn as much as I can.
That's awesome. And where can they reach out to you? Is there a place they could reach out?
Yeah, they can call the school here and a message can get to me. I will be here in June. I think the beginning of June I'll start moving in and being here. And then you can also just find my email on the Canyons District website. It's just angie.holden@canyonsdistrict.org, and anyone can shoot me a message.
Cool. All right. Do you have a crazy story for us?
I saw a question.
Sorry, I didn't ask that.
Do you have any crazy stories?
I know, I was trying to think of something. I might have to say some of my most embarrassing moments for later to do that. But I was asking my family some stories about me in school and everything. And I think I would just share that I've always been passionate for education. So you probably hear people telling these stories, but I was the neighborhood school growing up. And so during the summer, I was the one that set up the classroom in the school and had a library system and all of these. Now that I think about it, it's really embarrassing. But school and academics and education have always been important to me. And so I just remember looking back, my brother said to me, he goes, "You got to tell the story about how you made me and my friends show up during summer and we had to do at least an hour of school before we could go out and ride our bikes and play."
That's awesome.
So I've lightened up a little bit to do that. But yeah, and then just my kids just are always like, "We need you to be mom right now, not the teacher. So you guys are going to have to keep me in check of being a good principal and making sure that I'm supporting everyone here at Union."
Nice. All right, Mr. S, do you have, actually, thank you for coming on, and we really appreciate you being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm super excited. I'm glad. I think I passed my first podcast.
Yeah, I think you did too.
Cross fingers, but thank you for having me.
Did you want to do the question?
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask.
Okay, yeah, I've got the question of the week. So just as a reminder for everyone, come see me, and I've got PBIS points for you. Okay, this one is another multi-answer question. I had to think of one because it's been hard to think of questions lately because I feel like I've used all my really, really good questions. So this is a kind of sports movie question. Again, as always, you can look up the answer on your phone and then come tell me. But if the answer that you give me is taken, you have to get a new answer.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite sports movie series. It's the Rocky movies about Rocky Balboa. Okay,
How many are there?
There's the 5 original ones, and then I guess they made Rocky Balboa. We are not counting Creed. So the Creed movies, even though they're part of the Rocky universe, we're not going to count those. So 6 movies. We'll say there's 6. We'll say Rocky 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Rocky Balboa are the ones that we're going to talk about. My question is, in those 6 movies, if you come tell me one of the answers, I'll give you PBI's points. You don't have to tell me which movie, but you have to list one of Rocky's opponents. I'll give you a hint. There's 6 movies, but there's 5 opponents because he fights one person multiple times. He actually fights someone twice in one movie, but that's a whole other thing. So There are 5 opponents that Rocky faces in his 6 movie career. You need to name one for me.
All right. You guys got the question of the week now.
Yeah, there we go.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. We will see you next week with Ginger.